the other day, you guys had that parade, and they were like, what parade? I was like, there was a random parade on for something, and I was like, on a Wednesday, and I was like, you had a parade to celebrate Wednesday, and they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, we don't have Wednesday in Ireland. And they were like, you guys don't have Wednesday, and this is how easy you can tell it. And I was like, yeah, it goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Ireland. And they'd be like, oh my God. And then like the friend would come and he'd be like, hey mate, get this, they don't have Wednesday in Ireland. And we'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, how stupid are you? Like,
which episode is this, boys?
95.
It's couldn't have got us on for episode 100.
yeah, just hold it out, boys. Put out and
When does this go out?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. What day is it today?
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. Is this on this coming out?
Were you on? Were you drinking last night?
I don't know whether I'm coming or going. So this Wednesday coming, this is
Terrence
coming now.
will be telling you something like, yeah, on Monday we have to do this, this, and this. And I'd be like, Terrence, that's tomorrow. And he'd be like, is it?
I am my contract.
Whenever you drink a water, you have to hold it that way, yeah? The brand out, you know what I mean?
For the boys.
Yeah, get the brand in.
Good up, Elder. That was no when we're going, boys, right? Episode 95.
95, yeah. Are we in?
Are we in?
Straight in.
Shots off,
Yeah,
we're in.
casting couch.
Shit.
It is casting couch, yeah.
Do most of our followers know what? Yeah, they will know.
Yeah, they would.
What a casting couch is.
The guys anyways would know.
Man, look, it's not down to us to explain it. If you say
If
something,
you know, you know.
yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
You're picking up where I'm putting down. Flipping that table there.
Oh, well, good. What's the story, boys? How's things?
Oh, good, mate. How's things? How are yours?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met you guys randomly
Yeah.
at the Lewis stop
In
Yeah.
town.
Jervis.
Yes.
Random, right? So I was just, we were in a meeting talking to some.
Conducting big business.
No. I tell you what, we thought it was gonna be. We thought it was gonna be big business, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
us, yeah?
Yeah.
When was this? Yeah, listen.
When was this?
Oh,
Lanny good. Lanny.
What's it called?
Yeah, we signed NDAs, but
Yeah, we signed
we can't
NDAs.
talk about like outside the box.
Non-disclosure agreement.
What's that?
So we signed an
NDA?
NDA, obviously, so we can't talk directly about the brand.
No, but
No, it's not
Yeah.
even a brand, man. It's a flipping
Company.
Let's leave it at that. We signed an NDA.
yeah,
No, actually,
say no
well,
more,
actually,
didn't they?
technically speaking, I
Yeah.
didn't sign it.
I know. I signed it on behalf
Yeah,
Well, yeah, and obviously, like, we're just, I'm like, yeah, and then I think I seen you, and then I was just like, I did this, I nodded at you, and I was like,
yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
said
done
that
that
right, and we
too.
said
Yeah,
that right, yeah.
and I look back,
That's what we said to him. I was like, I know his face.
I said it to myself because I know his face.
Yeah.
And then I look back, boys, talk
Yeah.
what?
Like, we just literally agreed to do a podcast with you 20 minutes ago. Tell us one thing. Did you pay on the Lewis?
I don't use the Lewis.
Yeah. Sound,
So how
yeah.
the fuck did you get back here?
Well, here,
When you were in town that day?
I drove.
Oh, right.
Sound, yeah.
Do you
But what
pay
I-
for the Lewis?
We don't pay for the Lewis, but we don't.
Obviously. I hope we pay for it. It's free anyway.
Yeah, Lewis
The Lewis is free. The Lewis is free, yeah. It is free, yeah.
Do you know,
for the Lewis or more.
do you know Lewis means free
Yeah,
in
that's what I
Irish?
mean. It'd be free, yeah.
It's free in
Oh, it
Irish.
actually does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On Lewis, on free, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
If you pay for Lewis, you're a gobshite.
Yeah, that's
You're a gobshite.
sure.
And then when the inspector's graph, you'd be like Lewis Hamilton. Gone. Good luck.
I'll tell you what. I went one time in college, yeah. I didn't pay for the Lewis. And I clocked them from the front, yeah. So I was walking, I was in the middle. So I just started walking to the back, just walking.
Slow, on the slow
yeah.
one, yeah.
I was even on the phone. I was not on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming now. Yeah. Walking slowly. He clocked me as well walking. I was walking down, yeah. I think was it Bosiris? Yeah, it was Bosiris. Yeah. I seen another one.
Oh, they were getting on.
No, you were just
No.
there. He must have communicated with the fella
Yeah.
on the Lewis.
Oh.
So as I walked out, he was there. He was there.
So he knew.
So I was just thinking, okay, what am I going to do now? What, drop the shoulder? One room?
Yeah.
Or just pay up? Guess what I did?
What did you do?
Well,
Drop the
you pay-
shoulder.
Shoulder. Good luck. Like Aguero dropping the shoulder.
You push
No, he's right.
He was an old man as well.
You killed him. You come
Boys,
with
yeah.
more.
I didn't push him, but I just
They'd be like, they're like the guy they're getting on. Like, they get on, they're like tactics, you know what I mean? One the front, one the middle, one at the back. You're not getting past them. Like, that's... Like, they take the job too seriously.
Yeah, that was always my problem. Was like how like serious these men take it.
Like, do they get commission or what?
No,
they don't. It's just a
They're
wage.
just being pricks.
That's just
because I got stopped before. What happened? I was late at work and I left my boards gap and I was supposed to be in work at 8 and it was 8:05 and I jumped on at the front but it didn't clock because it was so early. The whole Lewis was full of inspectors because it was near the point. It was only like 2 stops after the point. So the Lewis is empty. They're only getting on and I went bollocks. And the man came straight up to the front on his own and left the rest of them. I goes, mate, look, I'm getting off in 2 or 3 stops. I'm late for work. And then he goes, just give me a name.
Yeah, they do that.
And he goes, just give me a name. Don't like that. And I was like, right, fair enough. I made up a name and I jumped off. So they don't like it's down to their discretion. That's why I just don't care. Just be sound and let the boys away.
I gave a few fines to my neighbours.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I have a load of them in the gaff overall. Like a Harry Potter book.
Terrence can't get into America because he has convictions for not paying Lewis fines that are not even his.
I always, whenever I go on the Lewis, I always like, come up with a fake name.
We all have a name.
That's a top point before you go.
Usually, and there's a name, and then you know my address. I just add like 2 or 3 houses before or after. And that's it. I'm like, that's my name.
And
There.
I don't even like. I put like in the names I give. There's no vowels. So it's JHK. FU.
What? JFK?
Yeah. I just said that J Canoe.
What's your name? Don Kahedic.
I give them proper like Nigerian names. Proper Nigerian. They actually spell it. I say P-O. I'm spelling Olatunji. Ola. I say P.
Yeah.
And they say, no, it's my name. I know I'm racist.
Yeah, that's what. Start saying that. Are you insulting me? Are you Nigerian? How do you know? Stop playing that. Do you know what? Just leave it at that. Walk away.
But I've usually never been stopped on the train.
No, not get the train.
Train is bloody murder.
Yeah.
So my mate used to do this. Yeah. So when you stop on a train and you give your address, they have to call someone to confirm the address.
Fuck off.
They do that all the time. They do that. So one of my mates, he's
That's
been getting
next level, boys.
Yeah, he's been getting away with it. So I had this fake address, right?
Yeah.
But like he didn't prep me.
Yeah.
So I just got a call. It goes, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, "Who's this?" I was, I'm John from the train, whatever. It goes, "Hey, can you confirm your mate's address?" I was like, fuck. So I gave like his address was like 32 something Blanche, and I said 33. It was all right. Cheers.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't it. No, he got €360 fine
Boys, that's steep.
plus the fare.
Plus the fare.
Yeah,
so
so
like
like
362
€3.
euros.
That's what it was.
They're hefty.
Like it was horrible.
I've never seen a train inspector. Like,
I've never seen him before either. I've never seen him either before.
Because we have this ongoing thing now at the moment, the last couple of weeks with the TV inspector, boys.
I've never seen
I
him.
listened to it last week.
Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, they don't exist.
No, we don't. They are
I
mad.
don't have a telly. So I don't have a telly, boys.
It's on the TV.
They do you for phones, laptops,
Yeah.
iPads,
Yeah.
everything.
Piss off.
They
It's,
have never.
I don't even
it's
have
a
a phone.
digital thing now.
Wait, have you seen the TV?
No, never.
Have you
That's
ever
what the
seen
problem
them?
is.
Yo, I've seen a few.
No, I've seen
Knock on
one.
My door. My mom said, open the door.
I saw. No, I opened. Maybe I was like 12 or something.
Yeah.
So some presses the bell. I was like, "Yeah, just open the door."
Open the door.
It goes TV license. I was like,
It's the last
and
time you ever answered the door.
The TV was blaring. TV license. We don't have a TV. He goes, "What's on the background?" I just looked at the TV. I was like, I don't know.
It's the radio.
They do you for the laptop and the phones.
Yeah, if you have phone, laptop.
Laptops, yeah.
It's screen. They're going like just for the screen.
So it's anything digital that you have
Yeah,
now.
and you can watch like telly on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because you can technically get RTE on a laptop.
On a
you know,
laptop,
like
yeah.
that. So
What's
that's
the
what
point
they're
of a
trying.
TV license? Like, where's it going to?
It's RTE.
TV's it going to?
RTE.
RTE.
RTE get the money.
Because
RTE
they're
got
the
the
national broadcaster, a FUNSA.
Taking it.
I think there's more stuff like deep down. I'm not too sure because I said this to someone before. I was like, "Fuck that paying for RTE," you know. And they were like, "It pays for more than RTE. It pays for this, and this." And I was like, "Oh right, yeah."
well, like,
I still don't care. I don't want to pay for it. I don't care.
have you not filled out your
Census.
census thing? Do you know if you don't fill out, it's a 44,000 euro fine?
Yeah, you can get locked up. You can get locked up.
44.
No, four grand.
44.
44.
I read the letter today.
Fuck off.
Well, how long have we got to put that in?
It's 2,500 for if you don't fill it in properly.
Yeah.
And then 44.
How did they know you didn't fill it in proper?
Yeah. Well,
I am Buddhist.
I was doing it today. Yeah, they say, what time do you leave for work every morning? How many days do you work in office? Where do you work?
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
do this?
it's so
No, we
stupid.
It's weird. They
man.
ask you what your job is and all. It's weird.
Address, the address.
Do you have a PlayStation? It did say that. I promise you, it says, do you have a games console? I swear to God, it goes, do you have a games console? Because my missus said to me, do you have a games console? I goes, no, don't have a telly. So, everyone else have that. You know what I mean? You have to keep the story going, lads. You have to get up early in the morning to catch me. See me laces? Always tired. Yeah, you won't catch me tripping. I'm telling you.
Stupid, man.
Oh god.
But that's what I don't get about the census, right? So we fill theirs out and then you post it. You have to post it back.
Yeah.
No, they come and get it.
Yeah, they come again.
So we posted ours, right? And then the next day I was in my ma's gaff and the fella knocked at the door for it and I was like, why are we posting it? If he's going to come and collect it. So I didn't get this.
Do you live in an apartment?
I do now, yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
I was
probably
living
why.
in my
That's
ma's.
probably
Oh,
why.
right. Yeah,
That's
well then there
probably
you
why.
go.
Yeah, that's why I live in an apartment as well.
Yeah.
They come and get it. They come and get it.
Well, my
That's
man,
weird, though.
I don't know, it's a weird one. That census is a lot of bollocks, lads, anyways. By the time they go through all that data, it's going to be time for the next census.
Listen,
God knows.
like it's actually stupid that's pen and paper now.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. It should be a link.
Yeah.
Send me a link.
Yeah.
Text me a link. Fill all that in
There
and
you
you're
go.
grand. Like.
Yeah.
I still want to do it though.
Have you done it?
I had to do it for
It's
you.
more,
44,000.
yeah, it's more hassle filling it out in pen and paper.
Yeah,
You know? Oh, it's fucking shite,
From
lads.
an even start examining it.
It is. That's what when I see in the paper, I said, I'm not doing that. You can do
Give me
it.
PTSD.
It is. I'm telling you, boys. That's something. That's no joke. I only put that up. Did you see me tweeting? I said it. I had a dream the other night that I was doing me leaving cert. I did.
No, leaving cert is traumatic,
It's
man.
actually-
Yeah.
I had a
It's
dream,
very traumatic.
right? I had a dream that I was going past my school by coincidence,
Yeah.
and I seen everyone that I was in school with,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And they were like, "Oh, we're doing extra classes for the leaving," and I was like, "Oh, the leaving is on," and then I was like, in my head, I'm saying to myself, "Why are we doing it twice? No one else does it twice." And then I woke up and I was panicking. Absolutely grand. Sound.
No, do you know? I think the junior cert was worse for me.
The what?
Junior cert was
Ah,
like,
no, the junior set was
no.
alright,
Do
man.
you know why? Yeah, because I was shitting myself.
Wait, junior?
So I was just shitting myself, and then we came back in for fifth year. I remember the first day of fifth year.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, hey, move on. I'm like, you told me that my life was going to end. You
Yeah.
didn't do that well.
And then they were like,
fourth day,
"Oh, we're
fifth
only
year-
joking. Now it's really gonna end."
No, I was like,
Shit gets
like,
real.
who's telling the truth here? Someone's lying to me.
But that's why I
horrible.
put it up as a tweet, right? And then everyone texts underneath it, I have this dream once a month. Honestly, people are saying, lads, I swear to God, I think we're onto something, yeah? How the fuck can a state exam leave so much trauma on people? I'm waking up being like, oh, I have a degree, I graduated in college, yeah? I have a job, I have a gaff, I have a kid, I have a dog, and I'm worried about me leaving here. I said the thing in 2012. Do you know what I mean? I said it in
true, though, so
2012.
Well, how do you improve on it though? How
You're leaving.
how do you make it better?
Do half of it in fifth year and half of it in sixth year.
Yeah.
You are doing that now, no?
Yeah, well,
are they?
a small
Yeah.
percentage, not
It's
the
like
half.
continuous assessment.
Yeah.
I think it should be like that's what I was gonna say. I think it should be like college.
Every focus there, fifth year.
Every course should have like something that you do beforehand, so you're walking in with 20-30%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it
With
takes
the
you-
project-
They should actually start in fourth year because fourth year you don't
No, but
Yeah.
I didn't do
everybody
fourth year though.
does
I didn't
No,
do fourth year.
But I think they should do something like if you do fourth year, you can do 10%. Like a
Yeah,
small, so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
worth your
yeah.
while
Yeah.
doing fourth year. You know,
Yeah.
that we had to do
Fourth year,
fourth
they
year in
don't
my
do
school.
it.
You have to.
Oh, you
Had
had
to do
to.
it. Yeah. I used
What
to be-
was it like?
Nothing. Because it was in the height of the recession. So like the year before us, like every year before us, you got brought on like load of trips, and there's
Yeah.
one big huge trip at the end of the year that like everyone looks forward to, and we're like, no way, we can't wait for that. And then the year we were in fourth year, they stopped it because there's no money. And we
My
were like,
skill
oh,
wasn't even an option. It's like 1, 2, 3, 5. That's all it was. Like, so it wasn't even an option. Did you do fourth year? Did you just have the option?
Yeah, I had the option, but I didn't do it. Like,
did it,
I
like,
had an option as well.
if you had the option, I don't get why people do it. If you have the option to do it, like, why would you do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
It's
it's a waste of the year. Like,
it is a waste of a year. No, genuinely is.
go dumb with it.
You do 100%.
Lose brain cells.
100%.
Just doing the work experience, innit? That's what they do.
Yeah, well, our work experience was like 2 weeks at the end of the year. Yeah, so you went through the whole year doing nothing, then you had 2 weeks work experience, and then like it's a summer. Do you know what we used to do? We used to wash the teachers' cars. So you'd be like,
As
so
work
you wash your
experience?
car, and you'd be like, oh, come on, so don't the bollocks. We wash our car, and you're like, right, and then be like, right, so that's 30 quid. And you'd be like, oh. Like 3 of us had to do it, it's a tenner each. You have to pay.
And that was big money then as well.
It was big money. I remember I brought aboard the pictures back then. I'd be like, I'll pay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a tenner.
Yeah. Put your money away.
Actually, do you know, thinking about that now, yeah, do you know, like, going to cinema now is crazy money.
Oh, you have to ring the credit union. Yeah. You bought to the picture. 100%. Joke, boy. 70 quid for tacos and popcorn.
No, I remember there was one time I went in, got 2 tickets, got the tacos and a drink and all. I was like, yeah, that'll be 42. I was like,
Yeah, that's
what?
crazy, man.
I'm only paying for 2
42.
people. Like.
I'm paying for the whole cinema.
Yeah.
42.
You can watch that movie at home.
Literally. I don't go, I still love going to cinema though, but like,
Yeah, so I still go to cinemas, but like, yeah, it's a bit.
But
mad
it's
now.
scandalous.
It is a lot of
Go
money.
Tesco's first, no? Stick in the girl's bag.
That as well. Well, you don't. This is it's a myth.
Yeah, that's a
You don't
myth.
have
Just
to.
what- you don't have to hide it.
and stuff around.
No, I got. No, wait. One time I went to cinema with Eddie Rockets. Yeah,
Yeah.
the big Fanta, the big bag. I went in and then she goes, "Where do you think I go with that?" I goes like, I'm going to the cinema. Yeah. I want to eat and watch the movie. She goes,
Yeah.
"You can't-" but she told me I can't go in. Do you know what I mean? Like I couldn't go in to the cinema with my Eddie Rockets. So like,
But you can buy a hot dog in the pictures. You can get a hot
makes
dog
no
in there, so
sense.
what's the difference?
oh, like why do you have to like?
They want you to spend
bring-
money.
Yeah, but like
that's where they make the most of their money anyway.
it
so.
is, yeah. But I've never been stopped bringing that into the pictures. Like growing up, John, when you were a kid and you used to get like a tenner off your ma, and you had to make that deal.
tenner?
You had to get the picture.
You were
Like,
living good, man.
You want less. You want one flat on top of that.
Boys, we used to have a thing back in the day. John, on a Sunday, you put your jeans on, you get a
Sunday
tenner,
best.
the Sunday best. You get a tenner, and you go to pictures, and that was it, because you're gone for the day then. Do you know what I mean? But you had to get your sweets in the shop before it. You know, like.
100%.
But this is when I remember, like a ticket used to be a £5 then. Like a child ticket was a £5.
Haircut used to be a $5.
Everything was a £5.
Everything was a fiver.
Everything was a $5.
Have you tried getting a breakfast roll now? Or chicken fillet roll? Have
$5.95.
you tried getting a chicken fillet roll?
Sorry with them.
I got wrapped the other day. It was $5.50, and I was
Bro,
like, "What?"
Bro, a chicken fillet roll, 2 salads, chicken, and a sauce, $4.50. What?
That's
Cheaper out here. It's
crazy.
When I'm getting them boys, telling you, inflation's killing
But
us.
boys, Freddo bars, remember them years ago? 5p.
Yeah.
It's
No,
about
they're like-
€8. It's a fucking Champ bars, Maroon bars.
The one bars as well.
Boys, there's fellas on the corner selling Coley Woolies now. Fella got caught in possession of €20 worth of Coley Woolies. I tell you.
Everything is going over.
All right, let's get into it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the.
This is only the intro. What, here in about 3 hours?
Welcome to the greatest podcast in planet Earth.
Debatable.
Yeah, we can debate it. This is Where's Your Head Up podcast. It's your boy KD.
King Bruce?
More
Jesus.
than AKA Hershey. That's who.
You just meditating, don't you?
What about me, boys?
Have we got a special guest in the building? State your name, bro.
30 floor.
It's me, CLB.
What's so happy?
Bro, I can't change me on names. Don't put me on the spot like that, yeah?
You said Calvin is spelled with a K or a C.
To see who spells with a K.
Who spells Calvin?
That's what I mean.
Calvin Phillips.
Childish.
Did you see the runners he had on the other day? No, you come on, man, you're supposed to take him serious. I think he spelled his name with a K just to be controversial. It's just for the publicity. It's for the publicity. That's it.
And the name of the podcast?
Talking Bollox.
Big podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys did a live show. When was that?
That was March.
of March.
Yeah,
4th
start
of
of
March.
March. yeah.
What was that like?
Ah, boys, unbelievable.
Well, we're looking to do that soon, anyways.
Boys, you just have to. Honestly, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's the next step. Like, we thought, yeah, you do a podcast, it's a good bit of laugh, and we enjoy it every week, but then we done a live show, and we're like,
Crazy.
it's hard to go back into the studio after a live show. It is, boys.
Did you feel like a king there, yeah?
Oh,
And then you had to head to work next day, innit?
yeah, that's it. Sorry. Basically, yeah. So now we're looking into doing another one. So we're currently looking into venues and dates and stuff like that, but it's hard.
Where
boys.
did you do it?
We done it in Liberty Hall.
Liberties, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Do you know the skyscraper?
Yeah.
I think it is the tallest building in Dublin still.
I think it is.
Yeah, but like, they have a theatre down on the bottom floor. Is a
I've
theatre.
been there before. It's
Yeah,
We used to go
Great
there to
venue, boys.
Panto. We used to go there for Pantos.
Great venue, 400 people. Honestly, great venue. But like, we were shitting, we looked at the pictures of it and all, but then when you're in there, you're like, this is actually class.
Yeah.
And then you're on stage, you can't see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So like, we were like,
you're making the whole crowd like laugh.
but it was funny because that day, like, I had to take the day off work and all, but like, they were like, you have to be here from the fucking first thing in the morning, because we were just going to show up at like 5.
I wanted to show up late on purpose. No, just
Show up at 5, go on stage at 6. Hell yeah.
sound check and all that.
Yeah, so they were like, you have to rehearse, do sound checks. So we're like, right. We went in, went, hello. He went, hello. And they were like, right, boys, see you after. And then we left and they were like, all right, sound, because my man lives around the corner. So we're in my man's for the whole day, having a laugh. Yeah. And then we went back and we got dressed and we were ready to go on stage. And they're like, you're on stage in 10 minutes. And then I was like, what are we going to talk about?
And then did you not plan your?
no, we were supposed to
I love
rehearse.
that.
We got
I love that.
excited.
So the boys were like, you just had the whole day to rehearse and you left. And we were like, bollocks. You know what I mean? So what are we going to do? And they were like, look, we'll just do what we always do. We're going to wing it. And then,
And
it
works.
works.
I actually really like that because I feel like when it's like live shows, people tend to kind of like
Structure it up.
over structure it
Because it's a show, though.
But
That's
you
the
can
thing.
feel this. You can feel when they're scripted like that as well.
Yeah,
don't you?
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
fuck that, boy.
You just went in.
Just went in, like we had we had the guests and all lined up, and we knew we knew kind of talking points
a bit,
for the
yeah,
guests.
yeah.
Now, like you can't really plan for, like, if I say this and they say this back, what do I say to this? So it's just like, I'm gonna ask them this and then we'll run with it. So we had that. And then like me and him like kind of went on for 20 minutes before we brought the guests out. So we're like, okay, we'll just go out and do what we always do and then see how it goes.
Easy, man.
And it works, mate. You know what I mean?
But that's the next step, boys. Genuinely, you'll fucking love
Live
that.
show, honestly.
And then the money as well.
Why not?
We all love the feel of a fiver, don't we?
No, we definitely. I was thinking about surprises. Yeah, do you guys actually like getting surprised? Like,
No.
Depends on what the surprise is.
Yeah, my surprise clatter like.
no, like a birthday surprise.
Of course. Yeah, I do. I don't feel like you get them enough.
What do you do when they say happy birthday?
That's all.
Like,
Like,
what
that's
do you do?
different. You just sit there, and you just sit there.
No,
But it's funny
Mongo.
seeing someone going pink. That's the funny part about it.
Big shabo. Say you like the whole thing about the surprise is not even the happy birthday, is it? Like surprise.
Yeah.
So you walk in and everyone's like surprised. Like, do you like that?
Yeah, I think, like not knowing something, then boom, here you go. And you're like, oh, class.
Yeah.
Of course.
What about you?
I'm a bit confused by
Do you
it.
not like surprises, no?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, look, it's
I don't know. For me, it's like, just tell me you're planning a party and we do it together. Like, I don't like the whole like, oh. Because like, what am I supposed to do?
What would you be like?
No, do you know what? Yeah, because I don't have good facial expressions.
Okay, so you look.
So like, I'd be like,
You look disgusting.
I'd be like,
Why
what
you
he's
doing this?
doing?
Yeah.
That's
And
selfish, man.
it won't.
Hide it. At least hide it. That's selfish, man.
It's his birthday.
But that's the thing. If
all this work to surprise you.
I see, but like,
And you're
if
I can't do that for
if I'm surprised, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, yeah, guys, I'm not going to do
Obviously
it.
not that, but you
I'm going to be
might
like,
Boys,
gonna be like-
anybody I've ever seen getting like a surprise party for their birthday, they always end up crying. Even fellas, they're like, boys. All the videos of someone coming in and their mates have to be in, like, in the pub all day with them and they think they're going to the next pub and then there's like 100 people there, happy birthday, and they're like, oh, thanks.
it's because you're drunk already. That's why.
It's probably that as well.
I remember I got a surprise. 20.
Did you like it?
I
even
was
say when.
genuinely surprised.
You say a surprise 20th.
No, not 20. How old was I? 22 maybe.
21, no?
So
24
you
is
got
just like...
surprise 22nd.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
That's a weird birthday to celebrate.
What, like?
I'm having a surprise 29th. Hope you all can make
Why
it.
did they give you a surprise 22nd?
I don't know. I
Who
missed
did it for you?
Like, was your family
my
and all
ex, right?
that?
Like, my ex, yeah.
That's why she's your ex then, isn't it? Yeah. We get that, yeah. Valid point. No, makes sense.
No, we went like so. She was planning it.
Does it not go 18th is the milestone, then
21,
24th,
yeah.
30th, 40th, 50th, that's every decade.
I've heard 25th as well. I've heard
Really?
25th. Yeah. I've heard 25th.
That's just people who love a session, was.
Yeah, no, I think it was the 22nd. I think, yeah, and she was planning it while we were together. I didn't know she was planning it while we were together.
Oh my god.
Was she planning it in front of you, like?
No, while we were together, like when
Why
we're
do I
still,
with each other?
still in a relationship.
So obviously something drastic is gonna happen. Go on.
No, not drastic. Not drastic. It was just like, no, it didn't work out at that time. You know, in between that time and my birthday, and then but she still had to throw it. Like, you know what I mean?
Because everyone
gas.
knows that is
So you're walking in,
She went.
Yeah, she was there. Yeah.
and you had a new board.
No, I haven't.
You should have said yeah.
Not then.
Imagine you walked in with a new board though. That would have been
my
funny.
God.
No, but I remember because I was supposed to go like do a music video with the Virus.
Yeah.
I remember I was like walking in, like thinking about like how it's gonna be, bro. And he goes, there's a swimming pool in there. He was telling me like the whole shebang. I'm thinking, yeah, it's gonna be sick. And then it was just like dark house. But like the best surprises is like the ones that you have no idea about.
But that's why it's a surprise, mate.
No, I know. But think about your.
Believe it or not, like
I know.
that's where surprise comes from.
Think about you're going. Say you're going to a dinner or something, and then all your friends are there. It's a surprise, but it's like
You're already going to
now.
them.
I was in music video
Mode.
mode. You know, I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
I walk in and everyone's surprised. I was genuinely like,
What did you feel the love like? Did you feel?
no. I was surprised, and then I was
You can't have more than two at one time.
then after I was like, oh my god, like you guys love me. You know what I mean? So my ex there, I was like, thanks.
We're still not getting back together.
It's not gonna work. Nah, it's crazy, man.
20-second voice. That's a mad one. Isn't it?
That's weird. I've never heard that before. That's my first
Maddest one
time.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
22nd, bro.
No, but like this milestone is.
He's not having it.
I can't wrap my head around
Why
it.
can't you have a
Why?
22nd birthday?
But you can have whatever birthday you want to have.
No, sorry, surprise.
I just think it's weird. Or if someone had like a surprise 20, I'm 28, yeah, so a surprise 29th, I genuinely would be surprised because I wouldn't be expecting a 29th.
But but if everyone's supposed to have a surprise at the 21st,
Yeah.
or 25th,
They'll be expecting it.
So your one was ahead of the game. Your ex was ahead of the game. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of anyone else having a 22nd?
I have because of COVID, you know, because people were 21 during the pandemic and they couldn't have a 24. So like they had a 22nd and all. I was like, look, it makes sense, like, you know. But I don't know what.
He's talking about 2015. Though.
Yeah.
No, like I'm 25 now actually, so that was like 2 years.
3 years ago. So what are we talking? 2019.
2019, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was
weird.
the
Like.
first one in 2019. What?
What was it? Well, I think it was
2019.
It was what?
When are you 26?
It wasn't 2019.
this year.
Yeah, when?
It's 2018 then.
I was still in college.
Something like that, lads.
When's your birthday? What date?
Then 96.
Why'd you start?
November 12th. 12th
He
of
thinks he's on
November.
the Lewis. He thinks he's getting the Lewis fine.
I need to know which one you're asking for.
We want a fake one.
Yeah, 96, 20,
Right.
28.
So you'll be 26 this year.
Your birthday is the 12th of November.
Boys, you wouldn't understand why we're laughing.
It's your birthday the 12th of November.
Yeah, it is.
Or the
Yeah.
13th.
No way, I'm the 9th.
Hey, yes, Scorpios all around, is it?
What are you?
February, man.
We're miles away. Let's stay on our own.
Oh, boy. No, it was, yeah, I'm 12th of November, yeah, so. The reason I said you guys won't understand what we're laughing about, yeah, is that a lot of
Nigerians have a real age and a fake age.
Yeah, I've heard this before, lads.
With
footballers, though.
yeah,
With footballers.
No, like
There's the fella off Lazio.
Yeah. Remember?
So he was 19, he was about 74.
like I know like 2-3 lads in my life. Like the birthday that we know they have, it's not their real birthday.
So like
Like it's not their fake
Official.
birthday.
And why did he give a fake one?
You know why, man?
When they're seeking asylum,
Yeah,
they
why?
just want to be younger.
I'm trying to wrap the head around it.
So when they're seeking asylum, they just want to be younger.
So you're letting us in on something here, eh?
Secret.
Yeah.
CIA kind of stuff.
Yeah.
CIA kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Love
so
that, boys.
just for,
See, that's a surprise. So he's really 34. I knew it. I knew he wasn't 25.
So I'm looking forward to your 24th. She threw him a 22nd, but it was really his 30th. That's what it was, yeah.
I used to get actually bears in school. Everyone used to think I was 40 for some reason. I was like,
You look it though.
You do look at me,
No,
yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
thanks.
Well, you may as well have yours in it.
Thank you very much.
It's the beard, man. It's the beard.
You actually look very young, actually.
Man, 28.
I was surprised when you said you're 28. You look like
Touching on,
21. 24 or
I look
something.
older than him, don't I?
Yeah, you look older.
I'm
You're
only
younger?
19.
Harley!
Why are you laughing at?
You're not 19.
No, you're not.
You're like 20, 23 or something.
Even the girls are laughing.
You're 31 up there.
Hey, sure, you're not Nigerian.
I'm Nigerian uncle. No, I'm 25. I'm 25. Only a pup as well. Fair play.
Well done, yeah. Quarter of a century, Harry. Well done.
You guys from inner city, yeah?
From town, yeah.
So what, like, okay, that's just.
Oh, what schools did you just go to?
Joey's in Fairview.
Peters and Fisborough.
Which one of you was from Killock?
He is.
I am,
You-
yeah.
what-
I went to Jambo.
In Killock? I don't know.
No, it's not Killock. It's beside the hospital, James Street Hospital.
Oh, right. That's on the south side. though.
Yeah, that's where I went there.
From Killock to there?
No. I only moved to Killock a few years ago.
Oh, what
Yeah.
part of Killock?
Clonshock.
Rough.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No. Yeah, the best thing
No,
about
it's not.
Clonshock is
No,
the Amazon
Darndale
data
is rough.
centers out there. Yeah.
What? Darndale is rough.
We know a lot of
You'll
people
get
from
shot down
Darndale.
there.
Come here, listen. You know what they say about Mofew? Don't go to Mofew unless
Don't
you're
go to
supposed to.
Mofew. Yeah, don't go near Mofew.
There's a song because one of my mates from Mofew and he always says that. Don't go to Mofew unless you're supposed to.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Mofew.
all right, mate. Like,
I was just saying, the reason I was asking is because we actually just put up a TikTok last week we were talking about the Irish, like,
insults, like
insults.
slags and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, he got called a lanky
String of piss.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That-
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah.
That suits him.
Well, yeah, no, I was just thinking, like obviously got like a big reaction and stuff like that. So I was just thinking how funny is the Irish accent actually? Because I think, like, when I think of the Irish accent, I actually just think of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think, like,
it's associated with humor.
yeah.
That's true.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, because you hear the Scottish, it's like it's
You can't hear what they're
intriguing.
saying.
The Welsh is intriguing. The British is serious. It just sounds serious.
Yeah. They don't sound like they have any crack, don't they? No, they're always like, and you're like, oh.
Sound.
But the Irish, like, do you think of that as well? Like, the Irish,
Yeah, it's just,
It's like for the crackler.
especially when they're telling a story. Oh
my God.
I was gonna say that Irish people are the best, like, storytellers.
Especially Irish elfless.
Yeah.
You ever sit down in a pub with an elflet and just ask him to tell you a story? Just ask him when's the last time you threw the leg over. And just let him in there. It's the best thing you can ask him. Yeah.
But that's
The
what we
last time
are.
he was
We're a
on the
nation of
saddle.
spoofers, lads. That's all who we are. We're wafflers. We
True.
just spoof and waffle. That's what we do.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant though.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, it's harmless. That's the thing
Yeah.
about it. Like your lanky string of piss, that's harmless. Like if someone
Harmless.
said
It
that,
means
there, you're
nothing
like,
at the end of the day. It means
you
nothing.
can't be insulted by
Yeah.
it. But like, do you know,
You laugh at it.
What was
yeah,
the worst thing you guys were called?
a lot.
Oh, look, you probably got it.
Ah, big nose. Yeah.
You definitely got it.
Just let you know off the bat, you got it.
He looked straight at me nose. I said, oh, he's
I always say, it looks like your man off the Pringles tin
yeah.
with the tash.
Sound.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have that if I was
Nigel
you.
Thornberry, anyone know him?
No.
From the World Thornberries, no.
No.
Google it
That's
out.
another
boys.
cartoon.
Yeah. Google it out. Honestly, Google it. Nigel Thornberry, yeah.
It's me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see his reaction. Here's the boys, yeah.
Nigel Thornberry.
I'm in the horror spoil. What's this all about?
Oh, bless it. He's a sicko.
It's me.
Stick that off.
I'm gonna put that in the edit.
Did you ever used to watch that, boys? That used to be lethal.
Rugrats, is it? That's from Rugrats, is it?
No, it's not.
Where's that from?
Wild Thornberry.
The World Thornberries.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I've
He
seen
was
it.
British.
I've never
He used to
seen
go
him
around and go
myself.
smashing. Smashing.
No, but like
Never seen it, no.
even just like I'll be in like Aldi or Tesco's and the conversations, like I'm waiting to pay like for like,
Yeah.
but they're just having a full on, like, Irish people like love to
They love a chat.
love a chat.
Do you ever try and hang up on an Irish person? Oh, boys.
Oh my god.
All right, bye bye.
Yeah,
Yeah, bye bye.
Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy though. But like, why do you think that is? Why do you think like Irish people just love?
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? I don't know, maybe.
You usually have a good answer for something.
Yeah, because I think, do you know what, doing the podcast, boys, just the amount of people we meet and the story we talk about and the topics we touch on, yeah, I think Irish, like, people as a nation and a race of people
Yeah.
have just been oppressed their whole lives. Like, go back through history.
Yeah.
Ireland has never had it good.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The Celts came here, the Normans came here, the Vikings came here, the Brits came here. Everybody ran amok. Yeah. And then eventually, when we did get independence, the church came in and the church ran amok. And then we're just slowly coming amok. That's what I'm saying. And we're slowly getting away with it. We've never had it good. So like we just take what we can in community. So like we've always had poverty, especially in Dublin, in inner city Dublin, all through history, it's always been poverty. And they're the communities we come from. So that's all, like that's what we can mostly speak about. And conversations just always been like, I don't know.
Like almost like a coping mechanism.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was looking for. The comfort, like, you know, we just talk. And even now, like, me ma just be on the phone, like, she doing the ironing, and she have the phone on loudspeaker on the other end of the ironing board. She's doing the ironing. And I'm like, you're not even talking, like. And then our friend is on the other end of the line, probably doing the ironing as well. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ironing his shirt. Oh yeah, I'm ironing his shirt. And they're like, what are you doing?
No, because I had someone coming over from London. She like lived in London all her life, and then this is her first time ever coming to Dublin. And she was like, wow. I was like, what are you saying well about Dublin? Like, what's like you're looking at the Heineken building or like what's she saying well about? And then she said
The Heineken building. The highlight of Dublin.
But she was like, oh, the people are so nice in here. And you know what I realized is like I've lived here like majority of my life. I haven't clocked until somebody else from the outside says it, how talkative or how friendly we are, like how we just talk to people, like it's randomly like someone just like see you on the Lewis and they're just having a full blown conversation, have no clue who you are, nothing about, but they're just like open to talk. And so she was very like, oh my god, in London it's hard. No,
that's when I realized when I went to London. Like everyone's stum over.
So serious.
About nothing.
I was when we were at the airport even.
Oh yeah,
just there.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
She's lucky she was a woman.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
No, we was even. I think we was in Canary Wharf, and it was just like,
that's
nobody stopped at the
yeah.
time.
I'm important. Look at me.
What are those doors called?
Revolving doors.
Revolving doors. Yeah, them ones. In Ireland, you're going one by one. In London,
like 6 people in one. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
They're all up their own arse. I go to London back and forth. Well, I used to before the pandemic, and then I'm going to be doing it now and again with work. And it's just like, it's a culture shock. Because like over here, if you try and be serious, everyone's like, look at your man.
Yeah, literally, you get slagged for being serious.
Yeah, whereas over there, it's like, oh my god, I have a meeting now, I have to go. And you're like, all right, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, Elon Musk. You know what I mean? You're going on a Zoom call to see what you're having for lunch. Like,
don't you mean shut up about it? Like, I don't care. Like.
It's crazy.
It's the same. Do you ever go to America? The Americans are all like that.
Are they like that? Are they like that?
Yeah, they're all just mad serious up their own eyes. That's why, like, they are, but they're all gullible. I think all serious people are gullible. You know what I mean? So like, they haven't a clue. They haven't a clue about Ireland. They haven't a clue about the world. You know what I mean? So you could tell them anything about Ireland and they believe it. Like if you said like
days of the week.
Yeah, so I done my J1 over there years ago. And they were like, oh my god, you're from Ireland, what's that like? And I was like, oh yeah. Now I've been to America a load of times. Growing up, we used to go nearly every year. So I've been there a load of times.
See, you're different, man.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere for holidays.
We have to lie that we went to America.
I was in Chicago.
This is what I was saying. The credit union was your best mate, you know what I mean? But so when I went on the J1 then, they were like, oh my god, you're from Ireland. I'm like, yeah, again. They were like, what do you think of America? And I'd be like, oh, it's so great over here. I was like, we were here the other day, you guys had that parade, and they were like, what parade? I was like, there was a random parade on for something, and I was like, on a Wednesday, and I was like, you had a parade to celebrate Wednesday? And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, we don't have Wednesday in Ireland. And they were like, you guys don't have Wednesday? And this is how easy you can tell it to them. I was like, yeah, it goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Ireland. And they'd be like, oh my god. And then like, the friend would come and he'd be like, hey mate, get this, they don't have Wednesday in Ireland. And we'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, how stupid are you? Like, do you know what, like, how fucking thick are you?
Like, get this.
And like, but that's the thing, they're saying it to their mates. Yeah, they're saying that, like, get this, I met this Irish guy, they don't have Wednesdays. And
no Wednesdays in Ireland.
And then I was working in this shop, it was like a big runner shop in San Francisco, and had the very first Jordan store in the world was there. So like downstairs was just normal clothes, runners, upstairs was all Jordan. Yeah. And I was the only white fella in the shop. Like there was blacks, Hispanics, Asians. I was the only white fella, but I was Irish, and white. I don't know if they liked white Americans. That was the thing. So they'd be there and they'd be like, we'd have a team meeting and be like, we're the most diverse team in San Francisco. We even got a fucking guy from Ireland. And I'd be like, all right, lads. I'd be like, how are you? No one can understand the word I'm saying, and then like a song would come on and I don't know, bleeding Mary J. Blige or Kendrick Lamar, and I'd be like nodding along singing to him like, oh, you guys got this where you're from? Like,
Music is global.
and do you know what I remember?
Spotify.
It was closing time before, and a fella came down, and do you ever used to watch Sister?
Yeah.
Do you know, remember that Go Home, Roger?
Yeah.
And your man came down, and it was closing time. They locked the doors, and your man goes, "Go home, Roger," and I burst out laughing because I hadn't heard that in years. He'd be like, "Oh, you had Nickelodeon where you're from?" And I was like, I'm like, mate.
We're still living in the Stone Age.
Yeah, do you know, and then do you know what they tried and said to me? We had a night out as a team, and they'd be like, "So the mafia pretty big in Ireland," and I'm like, "What? What the fuck do you think this is?"
Bloke selling one bags in the corner.
But this is what I'm saying. They're so gullible. They haven't. There's no awareness.
They don't have what is it? Passports.
Yeah,
A lot of them don't have passports because they don't leave the country.
They don't leave.
America's like a big world to them.
Yeah, like most of them have like something like 80% of Americans have never left their state. You know, like that.
That's crazy.
It's actually sad when you think about it because there's no wonder like they're so fucking. They're always involved in all this shit in the world, and their attitude towards the rest of the world because they're not aware of the rest of the world.
Yeah,
that's why the rest of the world fucking hates them. Like,
They probably couldn't point out like China and.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And they'll say China as well. They'll say China.
Do you ever see the videos? Your man Jimmy Kimmel or something, he'd go out on the street and he'd be like, "Oh, can you point out where?" Like, and they name a random country where that is in the map. But it'd be like France. So you'd be like, "It's big enough." Like, where's France? And they'd be like, "Oh," and they point at Australia and all. Like, how fucking?
I definitely think it's important to get out of like
100%.
Like even from Dublin, like you would want to get out though, but like at the same time, it's kind of like. It's important to like. I didn't want to leave Ireland for like a long time, and then it's like the first time I went to where's our holiday we went in school in college. The first one,
Gran Canaria.
Gran Canaria, and I was like, wow, it's a whole different world.
Oh yeah, I remember I've seen the mountains. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Mountains.
That
was it was like crazy. So like I always advise people just leave the country. Like go find other things, like other cultures. It even intrigues me to see like how other people like do what we do day to day, but how they do it there. Like,
that's why they go to cities.
On holidays, but they're living.
That's their life.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I don't like going away.
Do you know?
No, don't like it at all.
Why?
I just love. Don't know. I think it's just like Dublin's like my safe place or something.
Yeah, 100%.
When I go away, I'm on edge about everything. I'm like, I just rather like after 2 and 3 days, I'm like, I just want to be home.
You want to go back?
Yeah, I'm a homeboard.
like no one understands, no one can communicate and all. Like,
I hate that. Like, when you're going,
I understand it though. I get
no
it.
one can even bleed and understand me over here. Do you get me? Like, so.
I remember when I went to Toronto. Toronto's like here. People are too nice over there.
Yeah.
I hear that about
Canadians are really nice.
Yeah.
Like, you'd stop a random on the street and you're having a conversation just like you're in Dublin.
Yeah.
Like
That's good. Yeah, but they seem like someone said they're the Scotland of England. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Scotland of the UK.
Like what they are to America kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, I was listening to a comedian and he was talking about the reason why British people are really entitled. Because they owned half of the world.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And now they don't anymore. But so they need to be like important in their minds. So that's why they're so standoffish. But like,
I remember they said Conor McGregor was British.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time?
But they do that with every
everything.
Irish boy.
Well, have you ever-
Katie Taylor was British and all.
Boys, I went when I graduated college, the job I went into, they sent us to South Africa for training, but they sent us with people from London. And this is when Brexit only happened. Like, literally, it just crossed the line and everyone was going on about it then. This was when, like, it was all right to talk about it. And they dragged it out for about 4 years, but, like, they were like, it's the big thing. And so I was sitting there with a fella from Galway, and then these two boys from London were sitting facing us, so we're like, what the fuck are you going to talk about? Like, I'm only to meeting them, and we're like, so Brexit, like, what did you vote? And they were like, we voted Remain. And we're like, right, yeah, sound. And they were like, what did you vote? And I was like,
what?
Yeah, we're Irish.
We're Irish. And they were like, yeah, so what did you vote? I was like, we're not part of the UK, mate. Like,
That would have pissed me off.
and that's what I'm saying, like,
would've
you
pissed
have
me
a
off.
college degree and you didn't know Ireland wasn't part of the UK.
What did you learn in school? Like,
And I'm sure that would rub like any Irish person off the rope.
That's push. If you
that's,
look,
I think that's part of the reason why a lot of Irish people don't like the British.
but
That's a big-
I think
yeah.
they
Big
don't
part of
realise
it.
that about a lot of countries.
Yeah, they don't know that as well.
That, like, do you know how many countries have, like, a war in the Commonwealth? Do you know how many, like, Was it?
So was it
Jamaica trying to
Jamaica,
leave,
yeah.
Jamaica left. What was it?
Only a couple of months
prince
ago.
and the princess or whatever that shit's called.
Yeah.
They went. They went to was it Jamaica?
Yeah, it was,
They
yeah.
sent them packing.
Yeah.
Don't come here again, fam.
Yeah. But only recently, wasn't
Get out
it?
of
Yeah.
Get out!
Get out, man. Get out.
We now want you here.
you idiot.
You idiot. You stupid princess and me. No, that's crazy,
Oh my
man.
god.
But did you man watch the fight yesterday?
No.
Yeah,
Tyson
shy.
Fury.
Dylan,
You like the fight?
Shy.
It was a bit of a mismatch, wasn't it, boys? In the
was.
end.
It was a bad old
Again,
fight.
yeah, again.
The fight was bad.
Why?
Itself.
Why?
It was a mismatch. Fury didn't look like he got out of second gear.
I was saying.
But did he have to?
That's what I mean.
He didn't have to.
At the same
Yeah.
time,
Look, on paper, boys, it was like, oh, like he might throw up one big punch.
Boys, you grab one of them, man.
You see anything like on? I thought, like, I was looking at the fight and I was like, actually, at the end of the fight, when Fury knocked Dylan out, it actually, like, it was an anticlimactic moment. It was like, it's over. But it kind of like, there was no fight here. It was like,
Dillian White is not a worthy challenger
No.
for Fury.
He had to get it, boys. He was
Yeah, 'cause
managed
he's
to
mandatory,
challenge us in
yeah.
27
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think during the fight, I was like, oh. But then when it ended, I was like, he actually didn't even get close to him now.
Yeah, I thought-
Like, at all,
Captain was
boys.
playing with him, man. Was playing
Yeah,
with him.
it-
Like with Kaka.
would you say Tyson Fury greatest or best heavyweight fighter of all time?
Of all
Not of all
time?
time, but he's definitely. He's
Of
in
the last few
contention.
years,
He's
anyway,
in
of the last few
contention.
years.
Do you know what the thing is? Like, you can't say anybody's the greatest of all time in our era because then you have older people and people that, oh, you didn't see them, you don't know the impact they had in the
Recency
world,
bias.
and that's what you'll get with Muhammad Ali and all this. I think Tyson Fury's the greatest of all time, yeah? I think...
I think so as well.
But boys, look how big he is.
You didn't watch. Like,
I understand. I didn't watch Ali,
Prime example,
but Ali lost.
exactly what I said. What people do. 'cause they're
Yeah.
like, oh, you didn't
Just,
see
you're going by the undefeated part.
No,
yeah.
no, I actually don't usually do that because I don't think
Wait, is Tyson undefeated?
he's not.
Yeah,
Tyson Fury is undefeated,
Yeah,
yeah.
draw,
He's only
but
won the
that
draw
was
against-
even
Against Wilder. When he knocked him out. Remember he knocked him out and he got up?
He won.
Yeah.
He won that. But like, I don't really go about the undefeated trend of thought because Mayweather, I do think he's like the best boxer. I call him like the best of all time. But I think greatness is more than just not losing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Adversity.
Yeah,
talking.
that's why I think I can say greatness for Tyson Fury just because
He got up when fucking Wilder knocked his lights out.
mental health, illness,
Yeah.
drugs.
Boys, did you see the size he went?
Yeah.
To cut that weight alone is you're the go for me.
Yeah,
And then
exactly,
to
yeah.
do that and come back and then fight Wilder after what two fights,
Yeah.
two normal
dominating
fights,
the
and then
heavyweight
Wilder.
division.
But boys,
And
even when he
beat
beat Klitschko, because I remember I never liked him, John, because you're like, he's a fucking
Yeah.
and he never fought anyone big
that.
back then, yeah, and he was just, do you remember there's a video of him and he has someone in the corner and he uppercuts himself? Do you ever see that? He hits himself and he was a big loud mouth and then he was fighting Klitschko and he come out dressed as Batman and all and I was like, he's a fucking easy, he's never fought anyone, who does he think he is? Like, Klitschko's one of the best of all time. And then he beat Klitschko and I remember thinking, oh my God, and he went to Germany and beat Klitschko. He didn't beat Klitschko in England. He went to Germany
And
and
he
beat him.
outboxed them, boys.
That's the thing. He's so big, but he doesn't box like a big fella. Like if you look at White last night throwing digs, he looks like a big fella.
Yeah.
Fury's just smooth.
He's very low on his feet.
Like the last fight when he was fighting Wilder, it just always reminds me of Diaz and Joshua. Like how was it Diaz? Is it
Diaz.
Ruiz.
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 Ruiz and Joshua, like how Ruiz
The first or the second fight?
first one.
Yeah.
Because that just blew me away. I never
Ruiz outboxed him, like battered him.
I battered him. And what always reminds me about it is just kind of like how Joshua is like, he looks proper. Like,
He looks like an athlete.
Yeah.
proper, like chiseled. And so does, what's your man's name? Wilder. Like proper, you know what I mean? And this
That means nothing.
Yeah.
just
That means nothing.
and when he gives that like the 2-2 one, it's brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
And he's moving like he's not even trying. He's just
He's always on his toes. He's always moving around.
Yeah.
But I just thought, boys, like the undercard was stored. I couldn't name anyone on the undercard except his brother. The whole undercard was stored. Then the walkout took about half an hour to get the two of them into the ring. Yeah, like,
But I don't know.
It's Wembley though. It's Wembley.
I know, but
I
boys.
enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed the undercard and I enjoyed the whole spectacle, the walkouts, and because I had a feeling that he was going to retire.
Yeah.
I
But he
don't
said
think
he was
he's
going to retire.
Yeah,
he
but-
said it. He goes,
I don't think
he's going to fight Yoke. He's
gonna fight
Ngannou.
Joshua.
He's going to fight. He had Ngannou with him last
Oh
week.
yeah,
But
Francis. Yeah.
But
Well, that's ridiculous.
I don't know,
Boris.
boys. I
That's
hope he
it.
does.
Like,
What, fighting
Wilder,
what, boxing
100%.
or UFC?
I don't know. It had to be.
Ngannou's
it'd
always
be
wanted to be a
mad.
boxer, though.
I
Well,
think
if it's
yeah.
boxing,
You'd be mad to fight him in
What's his
MMA.
fee?
You'd be mad.
But he'd be mad to fight him in boxing.
Yeah, but that's where the
Do an
money is.
exhibition probably.
But I think you'd do it for the money.
Yeah.
I think I'll fight him in boxing because I'm gonna get 30 million. Do you know what I mean?
What's your feelings on McGregor? They're like, do you know what? Let me ask this in this way, right? I ask a lot of Irish people about McGregor because, like, for me, the reason I actually take a liking to him is in school. I'm from Tala, and there's obviously like there's guys from school who just like he reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
He's
saying?
your
So, like,
average. He's your average,
average Dublin fella.
yeah, he's just like walking like that. What you mean?
Yeah.
It's
Do you know
just
what I mean?
that he got to the big stage and everyone's like, what the, we see that
we
every
see it
day.
every day.
And
you know what I
that's
mean?
why he was so big to us.
Exactly. Yeah, it was like hearing like shut your mouth.
Yeah, see that?
That's so Irish. Shut your mouth.
I used to say that about one of my mates who was an absolute animal. Like, I've never seen the fella in a mismatch fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anyone on the street started on him, I'd be like, oh, mate, I'm making a big mistake. Because he's going to back you. And he'd never back down with a fight.
Yeah.
And I think it was the Diaz too. Remember in the press conference, he was like, you should have fucking killed me because I'm going to kill you and you. And he's like, you shut your mouth and all. And I was like, I rang him, I was like, that's you. Like, that's you outside Sin nightclub. That's what you want. You shut your mouth. You're getting there as well. I'm like, that's him. But people think that. People will look at him and be like, he's McGregor, I want to be. And I'd be like, no,
that's
McGregor's just an
Irish. Like,
average
that's
Dublin fella.
literally.
That's where it
Where's he
is.
from? Drimnagh?
Dublin 12, down the road. It's from down the road. Like.
So like for me, it was like that's why I really liked him. When I would like stay up and at night time to watch his fights, like my heart is like I want him to win.
Where
Like,
his palms sweating, you
Yeah.
shaking.
yeah, shaking. Like I was like, why am I shaking for a man?
Yeah.
Am I
You
shaking
wouldn't
for
be that
this?
nervous if it was you. You're like, what am I used to say that. You say, what am I shaking for?
Sweating. It's crazy. But like, so obviously taking a mad liking to him. Then I remember like it was just quite recently. I'm asking like, oh, like McGregor, yeah. There's like random chats because like we're always around here, and I think he has a spot just down the road.
The Black Forge.
Black
Black
Forge.
Forge. So I was always like, oh, what you think? And like, I'm realizing a lot. I'm hearing a lot more like, oh, I don't really like him. Arrogant prick. This. So I was just kind of like curious to know what is like.
That has changed. That's very recent then.
Yeah, that's what the reason.
A lot of
Yeah.
people's opinion of him have changed recently. I wonder why.
I reckon if he gave me his money,
Yeah.
everyone would take
I
it
always
as
say
well.
the same thing, boys. You give any young fella from Dublin 50 million and he's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
That's true.
Boys,
That's very
fact.
true.
Like-
That's very true.
I don't know. I think like you need to remember he is from Crumlin. He's from a one class area. Probably had enough to get by growing up. Didn't have a lot. He's not coming from a lot of wealth. Like
Yeah.
And now that he has a few bob, like
And he still
He's still
associates
going-
with the same people
Yeah,
as well.
he's still going to be the same person.
Still the
as
same
Yeah,
person,
he's
just
still-
on a bigger profile.
Yeah.
I think people I don't know, boys. Because at the start he was a bit different though. It wasn't as nasty as it gets now in the press conferences, you know, like all this stuff with Khabib and all that.
Yeah,
but
but I think obviously like I think there is a line, but like
fuck the line. Look
Yeah.
at the money.
yeah,
He's like, I'm going to
fights.
tell him to smell a shit off your dad. I thought he had another 2 million. Do you know what I mean?
I stand fights. That fight against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I thought he could win. I thought
Yeah.
I thought
He
he-
convinced me.
Yeah,
was convinced.
I
Those
knew,
are
I
idiots,
knew.
boys.
Yeah. I knew, boys. He's never going to win that fight. And I remember looking at Paddy Power because he fought Canelo in 2013. And Canelo was like 9-1 to win that fight, right? And then he fought McGregor. And he was like, McGregor was 6-1. I was like, how can McGregor be 6-1?
Yeah.
And Canelo was
It didn't make
9-1.
sense, but that's what I'm saying. That's the power of like
He's
not
convincing
caring.
you.
It's the publicity,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was thinking, like the way he was talking, I'm thinking,
So
wait,
convincing.
he must have some sort of plan
Yeah.
that Mayweather doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Boys,
First time,
that fight, I think, went 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Or 8 or 9
Yeah,
rounds.
about that.
Because Mayweather wanted it. Let's be real here. Mayweather wanted it.
But like the truth is though, if Mayweather was in an MMA ring with Conor,
game
yeah,
over.
but-
kill him.
That's
he
what
would
I'm
die.
saying with the
Wouldn't last
Fury
a
thing.
minute.
You'd be stupid for someone who was your whole life you're training
boxing.
to box,
Yeah.
so hit not be hit, and then someone's gonna come and grab you with the leg and flip you. You're like, why would I put myself in that position?
Yeah,
Why
leg
would I put
massive.
myself in that position? That's like literally Usain Bolt saying, I'm going to give you a race, Michael Phelps, in a swimming pool. Like, what? Why would you do that? Like, why? Why would you do that?
Do you
It
think
makes
Conor,
sense.
do you think Conor can come back fight-wise?
Yeah, he can definitely come back and
I
fight,
think-
but
I
when
think
he
he's
comes
done.
back
I don't think
comes back to
at
the
the
top.
highest level. I don't know, boys, because if you look at like what's he gonna come back at 170? Because he is a big fella now.
Yeah.
170, Kamaru Usman.
Will destroy him.
man
Will
will
eat
just
him
knock
alive.
him.
Kamaru will eat him alive.
Him alive.
Thing is, we'll all still be watching, won't we?
100% watch it.
That's what it does.
100%.
Do you know, I was listening to Joe Rogan and he was saying that like Conor can't come back because he has too much money now.
Yeah. But like fair
What's
play to him
Joe
for coming back.
saying about this?
So Marvin Hagler said it. It's very hard to go up and train when you're sleeping in silk sheets.
No, it's
And
true
very
though, no?
Yeah, 100%. But he did it, boys, twice.
He did,
But like
he did.
he's
3 times actually.
Boy, see, he's not.
Hang on, how many? Sorry for cutting
No,
across
no,
it.
sorry.
Since the Mayweather fight, I think he's had 4 UFC fights.
Yeah.
He had Cerrone,
No,
Cerrone,
he
beat
fought
Cerrone.
Khabib.
Khabib,
After, yeah.
He fought Khabib,
He's lost
Cerrone,
five-
and Yoke twice.
He's
Fought
lost
twice.
He's lost 4 out of 5, I think, no?
Yeah, he has.
Something like that. But I mean, he's still after
out
getting the
the fight.
100 million. He
Yeah.
still like come in and fought, and the UFC didn't have to.
But I think he does love it.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
whether
The
is he,
hunger.
yeah,
Not there no
like
more.
you gotta come back to be the champ, boys. Like, I don't know.
think-
I was listening to Chunks on JD,
I was listening to that
and he
as
was
well.
like, he's like a popular YouTuber, and he was saying he doesn't have the passion for like getting up, getting the cameras out and recording anymore, like writing scripts and stuff like that. Why? Because he doesn't like all he has to do is go to
Show up and
show
they
up
have
to
all
like
the cameras
Yeah.
set up
a
for
studio and they're shooting everything and he's grand. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like if I had all that money and all I had to do was show up to places and make money, do you like what do you think? Like, or are we like grinding?
I don't blame
same
Conor
way?
for being in this position. I think anyone would be in this position. If I fought like as hard as he did and I got all that money, I'm not gonna want to fight again.
Yeah. is it-
I don't need to. Do you know
don't
what I
you
mean?
think
But where you were getting at there was like you're basically asking if money wasn't in the question in the world, would you still go up and do what you do?
Yeah.
Every
See,
day.
but that's the thing. You see, I'd say you see that argument. I'd put that for like a Ronaldo,
Yeah.
right? He has everything a footballer could ever want to achieve, but he still cares about that one goal every
That's what I
game.
was just gonna say.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
I don't-
mentality, like you
Yeah.
want to leave a
It's like a
legacy.
sickness when you think
I
about it,
don't.
isn't it?
I don't think Conor McGregor is a Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But
Mental,
Ronaldo
like-
is not from Crumlin either.
Yeah,
do you get
that's-
me?
yeah.
Well,
Like
fair-
he's grown up and like
Ronaldo probably had a worse growing up.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
I get that, but I mean, like we're like a nation of drinkers. No, he missed out on all his teen years, probably. Well, he definitely didn't because we know stories. Like, not personal. Like he said, like, on his debut, 6 weeks before that, he was in a gaff party and John Cabin had to pull him out and all. So like he still would have missed a lot though for training and fighting and all this. That he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna make up for it now. I'm in my 30s now. I'm after getting all this. Like,
For him to have all that wealth and such a young age as well.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, what you're saying is for passion. Has he still got the passion? But then has he still got the talent? Boys, that's another
I think
thing.
he does.
Yeah.
I see. Do you know what? Maybe I'm just a bad person to like analyze fights, but the last two against Poirier,
Yeah.
like okay, yes, Poirier outsmarted him in the first one. In
The first one I thought Poirier was very the intensity, he couldn't match it, and you seen it
No, when he was kicking him.
when he was kicking him.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like, yo,
He
Conor,
didn't.
like,
He didn't check any of the.
he
leg
didn't
kicks.
check any of those things where, and it's hard to check leg kicks.
yeah.
It's possible though,
Yeah, but-
and I think no. But that's the thing though. It is hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're performing at that level,
You should be able to.
You should
yeah.
be able
Yeah,
to.
I understand, but I feel like Conor was training more for a.
Boxing
I'm
match.
gonna knock him out.
Supposedly, was he
Yeah.
not training for a Pacquiao fight?
Yeah, he was.
Pacquiao fight was basically.
Yeah, so I still think he has talent there because I still see his skill.
Do you think is his mentality going into the fight?
Yeah,
thinks
it could
he's
be.
Like no one can knock me out.
I don't think so. I feel like I don't think Conor would get to that level and be that ignorant.
No, surely he's aware. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't be that ignorant. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Because you just went from here and
yeah, no, because the thing is like, especially with,
how
with
far
the-
from grace is crazy.
yeah, no, you know, with fighting
5
sports,
losses.
yeah, that's crazy. You know, but the thing with fighting sports
There's
is
one of them he did snap his leg.
Yeah,
Straight that one out.
Put that head there.
true. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely still think he has the talent. yeah.
I do. I
definitely
agree.
do, but it's like you need to remember these other lads are
Crazy as well,
3,
man.
Yeah.
6, 5, 24/7 is fighting.
Bears when I was going up, man.
But the Khabib one's a mad one as well when you think about talent wise. But this was you're talking 2018 boys, yeah. So Khabib never lost a round before, and he lost one against McGregor, and that was McGregor who was like sessioning and training.
Yeah,
He was at the press conference locked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did. He showed the press conference and he's locked. And
Yeah.
you're like,
He's
mate,
amazing.
and he went in and now Khabib did fucking ragdoll him. But then he got one round, he did actually come back and he was like, right.
Yeah.
I was at that fight, boys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was at it and I remember saying it to me, mate, like, you're watching the 2 rounds and you're like, bollocks. Start to the second round, Khabib went to shoe and McGregor went to block it and Khabib gave him an overhand and he just aired it. And I was like, oh my God.
Crazy.
And then he came in the third round and he beat him.
And he was
Picked
gassed.
her up
He picked her up and I was like, this is it, boys, right? Here we go. And then he tapped out the next round.
There we go.
But then I was like, imagine you actually trained there.
Yeah.
Do you know like that? And then I think,
Did you hear him even talking about training and all? He was apologising to his team and all after. He was like, the training wasn't even training. He was like, he was ringing them at 2 o'clock in the morning, meet me here, and going in, just having rounds and rounds of sparring, just fighting, like all war. Like, where if he had to train properly.
yeah.
God knows what would have happened.
Yeah, different fight.
Then the aftermath of all that, you know what I mean? And then it's
Yeah,
it's
it
a
got
mad
messy,
one.
didn't it?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Money.
Yeah. Well, give me that money.
don't mind, though.
Give me that money, I'm okay. Woo!
You think I'll go back into that fight? I'll be off in Bahamas.
No, but like,
Bro, give me that money. I'm not doing the podcast anymore.
I'm not doing anything anymore. What?
Canary Wharf.
Yeah, Canary Wharf, going to meetings in revolving doors.
Oh my God.
No, what I was this came into my mind. Yeah, I was talking to my missus about it today. Yeah, I was like, how do you think people see you? Like, see when you're like walking, like, okay, you think of yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you think like the way you walk is probably cool. You probably think like people think of you like.
Yeah.
How do you actually think people see you?
Do you know what? This is very interesting. I was thinking about